I've been going through some magazines and cutting out some things that I would like to keep for various reasons, and thought y'all might like to do that with me, or watch me do that, or listen to me babble while I do that, you know, whatever. I've got this National Geographic, which, okay, I haven't really read. I've just kind of flipped through it, but nothing really caught my eye, so I'm ready to scavenge it. And I'm going to look for things not only for my collection journal, but also just for regular stuff in general. Things I can use for journaling by fives, or other journal pages or projects. You know, just stuff that I want to keep. So I can see right off the bat that I need to keep these letters for my collection journal. I don't think that, I mean, I might use that phrase, and if I didn't have the collection journal, I might just keep the whole phrase intact, but since I do have the journal, I just want the letters. That's where I'm at right now. And really what I usually do is tear out the page that has something I want to keep and make a pile, and then when I'm done going through the whole magazine, then I'll go through and cut out the individual elements. So let's do that. Okay. Now, see, I have a page of animals in my collection journal, but that animal has a lot of shadow on this side, and if I cut it out, it's just going to look funny. I don't even like that animal. I don't know what that animal is. I don't need that animal, is what I'm trying to say. So I reject you. And see, these are good letters right here, but they're a little small. I like to look for larger letters, because I could be cutting these out all day long endlessly. So we go bigger on the letters. Well, see, he's got eyeballs. They're just staring straight ahead. Good. I am going to keep his eyeballs, because that can sometimes be fun. And I don't think I need that. I always check the back to see if there's something better on the back. Okay. No. Oh, see, those are good letters. I'm going to cut that one out. And sometimes I will keep, you know, backgrounds if they're interesting colors or textures, but I'm really at a point where I have so many of those, I'm not really, that's not on my radar. So, although this is lovely, I don't need it. Oh. But I might need that, because that's really lovely. How could I not keep that? I don't really need the text, but there's a lot above and below it. I'm going to pull these out. Yeah, it figures. Let's talk about how I don't need those backgrounds, and of course I find one that I have to have. Okay, I don't need that. No. No. See, if that was all on one page, I would keep it, but I don't need it in two parts. Those are good letters. Good colors right there. Those are fairly good letters, but they're a little bit skinny. I'm not going to bother with them. I could cut out, you know, things like this. That's just a nice strip of solid purple. I could just put that on my purple page. Yeah, let's do that. I'm really looking on my color pages. I'm looking for things that are those certain colors. But that's slow going, so I'm okay with putting just, you know, solid pieces of color. I've already cut this out several times and actually used it, so I'm going to cut it out again. Those are pretty good for circles, but again, a little bit small. I'm just not into tedious. Those are good sized letters. Keep that. if you're keeping junk mail and things for junk journals, you can keep things like this. I already have a good stash of this type of thing, so I'm not keeping any more. Those are good sized letters. Wow, I did not know that. A nuclear reactor at Kalkar was finished just before the 1986 explosion at Chernobyl, and it was never used. It's now an amusement park with a ride in what would have been the cooling tower. How bizarre! Alrighty then. Look at that big H. Now that's what I'm talking about. I find that if I rip the magazine apart like I'm doing as I go, then I'm not tempted to keep it. You know how sometimes you pull things out, you're finished with the magazine, but you think, oh, maybe I'll keep it, I might read it or find more later. Okay, don't fall into that trap, really. You're lying to yourself. Admit it. Okay, maybe it's just me, but I don't want to tempt myself to keep magazines. I do not keep magazines. I'm a very big proponent of pulling out the pages that I want to keep and tossing the rest. So I don't want to tempt myself. That was very therapeutic. I highly recommend that if you just need that kind of therapy. I don't know, something about it. It's soothing. And don't judge me. Okay. Well, this is in Germany, and look, they're writing, are those like little Segway things? How funny. And there is the nuclear reactor site that is now an amusement park. That is so bizarre, but fascinating. Oh, these are pretty good circles, but do I really want them? I think I want that one. I'll go back to my circles. Oh, okay, I'll take this one. This is a picture of a little village, an island village in Greenland that is home to 200 people and 500 sled dogs. Oh, funny. Oh, now I do keep these. This issue is a lot more about people and places rather than animals. When there's a lot of, oh, I say that and then look, there's an animal. And those are fairly good letters. I'm going to keep those. But when they have issues that have a lot of animals, I usually pull out a lot of pages because I keep them for various reasons. I need you. Oh, shy baby. I think I need you. Oh. Okay, this one's got more good animals than I thought. I'll keep that fish. I've got to have that. Okay, he's too impressive not to keep. Okay, you can see what I'm drawn to, right? It's like people and places. Give me the furry things. Okay, let's see. That was a big T. I don't need that. That is really pretty. I think I'm just going to have to keep that color. Because, you know, I don't need backgrounds. Look at that. Okay. Well, I'll decide which side to keep later. That I don't need. No. And I want these letters. I've kept those before. Okay. So there's my stack of to keep. So after I pull out the pages that have something on them that I want to keep, then I go back through, I cut out whatever it is that I want to keep, and then divide it up into categories if these are things I'm going to use in my collection journal. So for this one, I have giant food. I have a weird page for giant food. These, okay, these were flowers. These are all for the color categories. these were hearts, and these are animals, and circles, and rectangles. Did I have another rectangle? I thought I found a rogue rectangle. I guess not. Okay, and here are my categories I'm working on, and I just add whatever comes to mind. I think I had, 4 or 5 free spaces, free pages to add what you want. Oh, I have gone over that. Everyone has such awesome ideas for categories. Every time I see someone with a category I don't have, I have to steal it. I want that category. So, this makes me happy. This is nice right here. Now, I can go in, and here's what I'm going to do because I've got another layer of letters to add. I'm going to slide these into the pages where they go, and then go to my next layer. How about that? So, let me see. What have I got here? Those are labels. Okay, I see animals. And I have a stack of animals. A rogue letter B. So put my animals right there. Okay, do I have yellow? There's labels. Oh, and there's green. I know I've got green. The grocery ads that come out, like we get ours in the mail on Wednesday, they have really good colors because they have all the produce and stuff, Okay, there's green, and then labels are here. Okay, so those are out of the way. Oh, but I don't need it too far out of the way because under here, if they haven't got all completely shuffled, I had some letters that I've been cutting out like a crazy woman. Now, here's what I do for letters. Go through the magazines, pull out my pages, then cut out stuff. I will usually cut out a whole word if it has letters that I want. Sometimes I want the whole word, or the whole phrase, whatever. Sometimes it's just the letters, but I'll cut the whole thing out, and then I will sit here and cut out the individual letters and then sort them like so. That's just easier for me. And I don't fussy cut unless they're big and not too difficult to fussy cut. I just cut them out, and not even neatly. That's not what the collection journal is all about. Typically, unless you want yours to be about that. So, that's fine. So, put this here and just work on these. There's my letter A's. So I'm just going to turn to the A's and start gluing those on. And I'm not going to go through every letter, every page with you because boring. Just kind of showing you my process here. You get the idea, right? So, I'm going to finish these out and go through all my letters, get everything glued down, let it dry, and then I'll come back and we'll have a flip through, okay? Okay, I got all my little magazine images and letters and everything cut out and glued in. Here's where I am. I guess I started this, the first of the year, January, and it is now February, what is it, February the 8th, 9th, I don't know, something like that, February the something, so really just a little over a month, and yeah, I've made pretty good progress in that time. And, which is good because I do have a really bad habit of starting really gung-ho with something, and then I go at it and go at it, and it's great, and then I start to fizzle out and completely lose interest. So, who knows? But for now, I have not lost interest. I'm still very much about my collection journal. I have really strayed from my categories because every time I see someone else's journal and they have some category that I've never thought of, I just love it and I have to use it. So I'm doing that because my journal, I'll do what I want. Okay, this is paper scraps, and I just got all these out of my little scrap paper bin, painted paper, scrapbook papers, just all kinds of scraps, and glued them down. And I have used, in here, I have used a regular white glue, you know, PVA. I have used Mod Podge. I've used gel medium. I've used a glue stick. I've used Tombow glue. I have probably used tacky glue. I have used all glues in here, and they all work fine. Use whichever glue is most convenient for you. Alrighty, paper scraps. Here is my letter A page. And business cards. I've not added to this one since I first did it. I don't think I have. Watch faces. This is the color red. And my washi tapes. Faces. Animals. And I subscribed to National Geographic, you know, and I had cut out all of those animal pictures, and then there were more, so I think I'm going to just continue another page of animals, because I know I'm going to be getting a lot more from the magazine. There's the letter B, and C. These are stars. I have several shapes and stars. That's one of them. There we go. Color orange. Finally found me, you know, those grocery ads had some oranges, because apparently that's not a color you run across often. Not a color I run across often. These are hearts. And the letter D. E. Lots of E's. Yellow. Yellow's sad. Look at poor yellow. I really need to start concentrating on yellow things. The letter F. G. H. Playing cards. So this is like one of each of the junk playing cards I have in my collection, and I put them on with washi tape so that I can put more cards underneath if I want to. You know, got that option because the pages were plain, so yeah, I can do more stuff. Letter I. J. Whoa, what a lonely little letter. My color green is coming along well. Labels. Some address labels off of magazines, and then these are some food labels. They were easy to peel off, so I peeled them. If it takes effort, you're not going to do it. Receipts, you can't hardly see because it's thermal tape and it reacts funny with glues, some glues. But there's just some grocery store receipts. And the letter K. L. I was in the mood to have a little cluster of L's there, so I did. Oh, this is giant food. I just love these giant foods. Rectangles, which I don't see very often, and mostly when I do, they're these little ads like that, or brands, whatever. M's, we get these giant M's a lot for Methodist Hospital here. N's. O. Lots of O's. P. The color blue. Got some circles. And the letter Q. R. S. T. And when I work on this page, in my head, I'm singing T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T Nesty Iced Tea. Remember? Yeah, okay. I promise I won't sing again ever. U. V. W. Purple. And X. Flowers. Y. Perfumes. I have added a few more, and I'll probably just continue to layer. I don't know, maybe I'll go on to the next page, who knows. Tea bags and tea tags and tea stuff. And pink. And stamps. And that is where I am. So, my book is getting fat, but holding up well. My tabs are just a mushed up mess, and I love that. And I'm still just enjoying collecting stuff for my journal, so I hope y'all are too. Okay, I think that's all. The end.